Do you think God needs another? Do you think He's going to create another creation? Do you think more human coming into the world?
The Bible talks about another creation. It talks about new creation, a new earth, new heaven and new earth. So there is going to be one creation. So all the believers are going to be stay there. So,
but it's not us. It's about new creation.
No, it's us.
Me and you, heaven or the hell, we are there.
It's going to be in heaven. The new creation will be in heaven. They're going to be a heavenly Jerusalem. That's what the Bible says. Heavenly Jerusalem, and all the believers will live there. It's going to be a city. That's another thing. We don't know if it is like a physical city or just a spiritual city, but the Bible says it's going to be a city like with gold things and everything will be gold, and there is a hierarchy among believers. I mean, those who barely came in, like some, and those who are the biggest faith warriors or something like that, you know, like who suffered for the faith and who got killed, martyrs and these things. So they will live in the middle of the city, and there will be those who, basically those who barely came just to heaven, so almost left out, just something like that, and they will live outside the walls. That's what the Bible says. Now, if it is means spiritually or physically, like they will live there, we're not sure, we don't know, but again, it doesn't matter. It just makes, there is a hierarchy, definitely, so there is better believers and not as good believers.
Okay, so it's like, yes, okay, top one of the top, or...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's sensible. But you know when you say spiritual city, what does that mean by that? Do you have any other description or other meanings?
That's hard, yeah.
Spiritual, how can you be city spiritual?
No, you know, that's the thing again, that the Bible says you cannot imagine these things. I mean, I can imagine a city, golden city, with wall and living people around and outside of the wall, but also I can't imagine billions of people living in one city. So that makes a bit, okay, so how it's going to be? It's going to be like a city, like if you imagine it, how many people, well, okay, so there won't be so many people in heaven, but
do you have any number?
I think,
roughly?
I don't know.
Average, I mean, I know, we don't know, that's true,
I mean,
but a lot of people go to hell, we think.
Even because,
well,
obviously a lot more people go to hell, but even if, you know, we can't say, okay, this religion goes, because, you know, not religions go to heaven, but persons, so it's a personal thing. I mean, a Buddhist can go to heaven, an atheist can't go to heaven, unless, no, he can't, because atheist means denying of God, so he must have heard of God, but he doesn't care, so that's the thing. But all those natives living in Amazonas jungle and everything, not hearing about God anytime, then it's, you know, they can go to heaven as well. So because God will judge them for their conscience, how they lived according to their rules. If he kept the rules, he was a good guy inside, then he can go to heaven too, because he didn't have a chance to learn about God. So obviously God won't be unjust saying, okay, so you didn't hear about me, bad luck. So he won't say that. He's always just, and he's judging them on their laws then. So anyway, so that's why we can't keep track how many people are going to heaven. It's just God's.
But also you said there's no food, we're not going to eat, there is no...
That's my personal belief.
Why is it personal?
Because there are two sides. Okay. I mean, the other side says maybe we will need food because we will have an enormous feast and everybody will happily together and eating food and everything. Like it can be.
Okay, so I think that's how we know there's going to be feast, it's going to be food, it's going to be a physical life, it's going to be a different. We can imagine. That's what God says now in Islamically also. But you'll have everything you had here, but more special. You will meet your friends, you will meet the people you know, you will visit them, you will have a wonderful time. But on those days, you will not think about doing anything silly. No sins. You can't do the sins anymore, and you can't die anymore. You never die, so just exchange babies. And that's very interesting, actually. But today is my first day to know about, you know, your belief. You said that's how Jewish believe. Is that how they believe, or they're different?
I mean, most of these things, you know,